Hi, I'm Shantal Taylor, the host of Shining Stars. So happy that you can join us today. I'm so excited to have with us one of our local Shining Stars, Jonathan Hadnot, and then we also have Janessa Lislin. Jonathan Hadnot, he's the founder of the North Shore Elite Cheerleading team, along with football,
baseball, and we're looking into some athletic training. So.
Excellent. So what we're going to be showing you here and talking about today is these wonderful local shining stars. Janessa, I've heard so many wonderful things about you, and I'm just so honored to be here right now, to know that you're such, not just considered these girls that we see practicing here that are on their way to a state championship again, but they see you as their mentor, a big inspiration. Can you just tell us a little bit about this great program? Because this is what it is, folks. This is Zion, Illinois, and this is one of the most fantastic things that is happening right here in our city. We have children from Zion, Beach Park, Winthrop Harbor, Wadsworth, and other surrounding areas, but that is mainly the makeup of the team. They've been in existence now for 4 years. Last year they won the state championship, and they're on their way this year to, we hope, be the winners again. And now we have Janessa that we're going to hear from. Then she's going to share with us some great insight on what it's like to coach these young ladies from around our community, because I hear they really look up to you, and I hear that one of the things that North Shore Elite does, because not only is it a cheerleading event, a club, sports, but you all believe that conduct is important, and that it's important that they be good, civilized young ladies in what they do. And I even heard that they're required to have their Facebook, their coach as their Facebook friend. Yes. That's outstanding. Can you just kind of give us some insight? And I love your earrings, shining stars.
Thank you. Yeah, that's our thing.
That's beautiful.
And that's what we're doing in this community, is raising, shining stars, rising stars in our community.
Yes.
Our ages range from 2nd grade through 8th grade, but our expectations for all of them is the same, that they are productive, positive community members, that they are elite and give everything they have here in the gym, in the classroom, in the home, in the community. We collect report cards. Right now, I think out of 36 girls, we have a cumulative maybe A- grade point average.
Wow.
So out of 36 girls, that's tremendous, and that's
awesome.
what we look for. Many of them are involved in other community events, and we help them understand the importance of giving back. We're doing a food drive right now for the Abiding Love Ministries pantry, as well as preparing to get ready for state.
That's awesome. That Abiding Love pantry, that's right here in Zion.
Right here in Zion.
That's the food pantry shelter.
It's an extension of PATS.
Okay.
Right. So, and we've explained to them why we're doing it, where it's going. And the importance of them participating in that. So in addition to being top athletes and taking care of their bodies, for me, I just want to make sure that they understand that they do make a difference, and the way that they conduct themselves at practice, at school, anywhere else is very important. Our bright pink shirts are very visible, and we're very recognized now in the community, and they're recognized as leaders.
Yes,
in the community as well.
Because I did happen to see you earlier this year over at the City Council chambers when you all just jam-packed that place because you were being honored with a resolution for the outstanding job that you've done.
Right.
Janessa, you grew up in Zion, right?
I did.
And so has that always been a part of your dream, a part of your goal to be a mentor, to be a leader to the young ladies in our community?
Yes, actually it has. I grew up here in Zion. I went to Shiloh Park School and Beulah Park School, as well as Central. I was a cheerleader there at Central. One of the original members of the Razzle Dazzles.
Wow.
I have a couple of world championships with them.
Very good.
So, I know Mr. Hadnot as a coach for my younger brother. He's been here in the community doing this for years and years. And once I went away to school and came back, our family got involved with him, and I cheered in college and coached and developed a program in my Division II university to be recognized as an athletic program. So, I'm passionate about cheer, and I'm also passionate about young ladies growing up to be very strong women. I have a background in nonprofit work, a lot of work with YWCA during college, so working with girls in the community and doing it here where I grew up is important to me.
Janessa, that is so outstanding, and that is why when I was contacted to say, hey, we know a shining star, and it's Janessa Lislin. She's doing a phenomenal thing with the young ladies in our community. I can't tell you enough. Thank you. I'm a Zion, I'm a lifelong Zion resident, been here my whole life, and it just touches my heart to see that you've gone on to college, you've experienced some success, but you want to bring it back home and help others be successful too. And that is why you are a shining star, and I want the world to know that we have a beautiful, beautiful shining star in Janessa Lislin right here in Zion, Illinois, being a beautiful director for the North Shore Elite Cheerleading team. I want to tell you thank you so much and good job, and I'm looking forward to another win. From what I've seen oh man, that is just so exciting, because from what I've seen from just the first group, now your first group are second to fourth graders.
Those are our babies, yeah.
And the babies won a state championship last year.
They last season and this season, we went into the state championship. They were ranked #1 in their division, and they are again this year. So they're so young, but we're teaching them the basic fundamentals of cheer and of sport in general. The sportsmanship. You win some, you lose some, and just taking it all in stride and learning from it. So
that is fantastic.
I'm really proud of the little ones, and then all the way up to our seniors who are 6th through 8th grade. We have a few. Maya Hadnot, Mr. Hadnot's daughter, is one of our 8th graders leaving us this year. But one of the things that I always say is I do this to be able to see them leave us and go on. Because for me, that next level, preparing them to excel in the next level is what matters. So we start, when they're so young, and then see them, what they've grown to at that other level.
And that is so wonderful, because that is what I heard, that your girls, they come out of this program, and a lot of times when they go into high school, they go right up to the varsity cheerleading team, and they don't even start out with the basic stuff because they are so well conditioned and formulated to great success.
Yeah, and that's our goal. There's a college education there for cheerleading. It's a very, very tough and competitive sport, but there is college scholarship available for cheerleaders. So, we have them. They excel academically, but, why not also excel athletically? So we want to send them to high school ready to be at the top, and then leave high school, and again, at the collegiate level, hopefully be at the top there as well.
Wow, thank you so much, Janessa, and please just stay right there as I continue to get some great information from Mr. Jonathan Hadnot here. But folks, I just, wanted you to be able to hear the heart of someone doing great things with the young people inside our community. A lot of times we're not aware of these great things that are happening, and they've said amongst themselves, and I've heard from some parents, that basically the North Shore Elite team is a word of mouth. They don't do a big advertisement. They are word of mouth, and they have a quality standard that they want to do the best and produce the best, and to be on their way downstate for another state championship, that is the best. Those are shining stars. Now, Jonathan, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot of times, Zion doesn't get the great image that it deserves.
Right.
And here you are, young man, a Zion resident. And can I ask, are you a lifelong Zion resident?
I'm considered a lifer because we came here at an early age, so I consider Zion my home. I'm fully vested in the community. I love the community. I'm very proud to be from Zion. So, and we set up roots here, and we don't have any plans on going anywhere. So, excited to be here and just trying to do our part.
Okay. Well, Jonathan, one of the things that I am just so impressed with is because, of course, I've grown up here as well.
Right.
But I saw you when you were a coach for the Park District, and when you did great things, concerning football with the youth. So can you tell me, the North Shore Elite, they're on their way to their second state championship. We'll just go ahead and claim it, okay?
Let's claim it.
Okay, let's claim it.
Pressure on us.
Yeah, that's pressure. Yes. But what I want to ask you is, when did you develop this idea to begin this I love the name North Shore Elite. And I love the fact that you all are so confident in your program that you don't have to advertise.
Right. Well,
word of mouth has this gym full.
Right. Right.
And your quality has you already going downstate again.
Right. Well, from our vantage point is I felt that we had to do something. Like Janessa alluded to earlier, we're lifers, and I think we're all sitting here for a purpose and a mission. And I think my mission clearly is that to enrich the lives of the kids in this community and make sure that someone here, does the right thing, for lack of a better term, to make sure that lives are impacted in a positive way, that we are making sure that kids have positive role models, and because there is so much negativity in the community, in the world, period. But we just want to kind of dispel that and say that there are people here that do great things for great people. So
that's right. And I'm just so thankful that I was given the tip, hey, you got to come and check out North Shore Elite. And just to be able to share with the Shining Stars audience that these are local Zion residents that are doing great things, and we're proud of you, and you're making you're making a difference in the lives of many. And I just want to be able to just, as we finish up here, I want you to be able to just tell me, where do you see yourself, with the program, like say within the next 5 years? What are you hoping for concerning North Shore Elite?
Well, from North Shore Elite Cheer, I think we are making great progress there. We're hoping to see our girls perform and compete for a state championship at the high school level. So nice. That's our goal, and we're going to do everything we can to foster that success. And that's from a feeder program that we've established, that's grassroots, until going out to see them and supporting them during their regional competitions. So everything. So in 5 years, hopefully we'll get to see Jade and Maya and Kiara, these guys compete for a state championship here and bring one home for our community. So
that's so beautiful. Well, you all have already done such a fantastic job, and again, I can't thank you enough. And we're just going to hang around and just take a couple more pictures of seeing the girls in action, and just really getting a feel of what it's like to be amongst state champions. And I wanted to hone in one more time, Janessa. The North Shore Elite has a working relationship with the Zion Benton High School, where you're in contact with those coaches, and it's like a really great relationship.
It is. They've adopted us as their true feeder program. This gym is actually home to the Zion Benton Township High School Cheerleaders.
Excellent.
We have several of our girls that graduate 8th grade each year and move on. Jade, as Coach had not mentioned, is freshman on varsity and a leader on varsity. And several of our coaches are actually graduates of high school and were 3- and 4-year members of the varsity squad here in Zion. So, we basically run our program to absolutely prepare them for that program there at the high school. Same foundational things, we're preparing them for that level, and we work a lot with Linda Norman, who is the varsity head coach, has been with Zion for several years.
Wow.
And she's really excited. She knows who our 8th graders are, she knows who our 7th graders are.
That's fantastic.
She is thrilled that we have, such young athletes doing things at such a high level now. So
make me very supportive.
Yes,
as well.
very supportive.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you've heard it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, you've heard it. Shining Stars has shined in on some wonderful leaders in the Zion community doing outstanding things for the youth. And not only is it a club that stays to itself, but thanks to Jonathan Hadnot and thanks to Janessa Lislin, they have an excellent relationship where this club is considered the club that the high school here, Zion Benton High School, looks to when they want to have new girls come onto their cheer teams. I'm Shantal Taylor, and this is Shining Stars, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you.